Jim, happy birthday, and thanks again for all your effort in putting this meeting together. It's not only a great meeting from a scientific perspective, but also socially. A lot of fun to see old friends and make new ones, so also a wonderful location. Thanks for all that you do.
Well, Jim, it's always a pleasure to be part of your meeting. I've been here for many years, and each year I find it invigorating, exciting, and I appreciate you taking the time to have me part of the team.
If you've been to the course before, why do you come to this course? What's good about this course?
Well, it's the best shoulder course I've ever been to.
Okay.
And every time I come, I learn new things.
And when you came this time, had something in mind particular you're trying to learn?
I wanted to see what the latest rotator cuff repairs were.
Okay. And how have we done in educating you? Did we meet your needs for this?
Well, it's like the light bulb went off on some things.
Like
yes.
what? What went off? Just
well, I like the arthrotunneler in particular today, and that was one of the things I wanted to see about.
Had you heard about it?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes, I have, and I've looked at videos on it, and I've got the equipment ready to use, but I wanted to go through a lab demo first.
Now, is there anything that could be done to make it better for you in terms of when you go back? Because you've reached a certain level of skill. I mean, like one thing would be which Krishnan comes and spends the day with you and takes you through hand by hand. That would be a really good thing. We probably can't do that.
Practical.
That's not too practical. But like if you considered what they could do, it'd be some kind of teaching video or a more step-by-step thing or something that could be done to make you learn this one particular thing go a little easier.
I think, like in the lab today, in the conference where there's an outside camera view and inside camera view of a real case instead of an edited case, like the 7-minute arthrotunneler, because I couldn't follow some of the steps. I needed, like in the lab they had today.
But it also might have been nice that you could stop it and think about it, or go back. I didn't quite. That happened too quick for me.
Well, I've watched the video about 5 or 6 times, and I still don't follow some of it.
I know, but he's going pretty fast.
He's a fast talker.
Yeah, he's a fast talker. These Yankees, they're fast talkers. So you got to watch it.
Got to have the Southern boys.
Bill, come down and visit. Okay.
All right.
You bet.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Esch, for continuing this great course. We're having these fine people come.
Jim, this is a great meeting. You've raised me to be a great shoulder surgeon. You got me my job. You got my husband a job. We owe you everything. Thank you so much.
Dr. Esch, I've loved working with you. Yes, my knots are now camera ready, so I really appreciate that. This is a very well-run meeting, and it's on topic. The speakers are fabulous. The panels are entertaining, so I'm really having a good time. Thanks.
Jim's an amazing fellow because of what he can do, and what he can do is draw the most amazing faculty and surgeons, not to mention this wide variety of multicultural attendees to a meeting that's, I think, the best in the world for shoulder. So, Jim, congratulations. It's well deserved. I just hope that you'll keep doing this for the next 27 years.
Well, I'd say first of all, this course has been, I think, really has been a very special course because not only is it tried and true, but there's always something on the cutting edge. So there's something for everybody. The faculty, I think, is outstanding every year, and I think it appeals to people at all these different levels because it's addressing basic needs as well as kind of what's around the corner on the horizon. And I don't think it's put together more skillfully anywhere else than this blend that really appeals to a lot of people at the same time.
Totally kidding. Jim is the most generous, smart, forward-thinking host that I know. What I have learned over the years of being here at this course is how he is graceful in managing people. He makes them feel welcome. He makes them feel accepted for anything they want to say. He's just miraculous at bringing people back, and he's very, very calm in the way he manages the whole thing. I just can't believe how he's peaceful throughout the whole experience, where most of us
like a duck, kind of placid above the surface, but underneath he's probably paddling like crazy.
He's just amazing. And the other thing that I would want to say about Jim especially is he goes out of his way to find young people and mentor them and give them the opportunity to get involved with this And that's how I got involved. Plugged me in, let me do my thing. But I think he's launched many careers. And he sort of is. I admire him.
Okay, that's good.
You know, getting invited by Jim Esch is a very special experience. Number one, this is a highlight educational meeting. Number two, you get a chance to see Jim, Diantha, and their family. Thank you, Jim and Diantha, for inviting me. This has always been an exceptional visit. It comes with meeting with many friends, listening and learning your process, and you've been so good about becoming an instructor and a mentor to us all, so thanks again.
I think I first came here in 1989, and that was 2 years after I finished my arthroscopy fellowship. Very excited to be here, and very much an unknown in all respects, and I got invited to speak. And at the faculty dinner at the conclusion, I said, "Look, Chief, Dr. Esch, thank you so much for having me. It was wonderful to be here." He said, "Well, we tend to alternate speakers, so really don't anticipate coming again next year." And of course, I was horrified.
You were crushed.
Because, and of course, I've been here almost every year since then. So I think it's because I'm a cheap date because I live in Sacramento.
Yeah, the airfare is not my.
No, Southwest.
Yeah, $29.95. You're here, right? That's it.
Great course.
Okay, this is a fantastic meeting. I think Jim Esch is a true force of nature when it comes to the shoulder. And I've been to Niagara Falls. He compares to that. Okay.
Okay, that's
great job, amigo.
That's a force of nature. We like that.
Dr. Esch, Mike Wang, doing a great job. This is the premier meeting in the country, premier shoulder meeting. Thank you.
I would just like to thank Dr. Esch for putting on such a great course. It's great to be part of the faculty here and to participate in this. I've heard a lot about it over the years, and this year my schedule allowed, and I have been making a mistake all these years in the past, so it's good to be here.
I would say that he chairs the most important shoulder course in the world and has a legacy of teaching and organizing teachers that's unexcelled. I'd say that he's number one in that capacity internationally. It's wonderful. And I'm glad this isn't a golf academy because he's the worst golfer I've ever seen in my life. Sorry, I said I wouldn't say anything bad. I'm so sorry.